record this video. And this video is about a Christmas present my wife gave to me. So this is a review as much as a demonstration. She bought me this Vidal Sassoon, the crew cup. And it's a nice little unit. This is how it comes. This is the actual unit itself. And it comes with a recharging lead. There's an inbuilt battery in the crew cut. It also comes with a trimmer, with a battery operated trimmer. Comes with a pair of scissors, a comb, a little oil container. They suggest you put a little dab of oil on the cutters before you start, and an instruction manual along with the little carry case. So I am going to cut my hair. I'll have to take off my glasses. I'll have to remove my hearing aids. This is the first time I've done anything like this, but I thought, why not? Oh, Brittany's there. Hello, Brittany. Wonderful that you are watching again. I left a comment saying how much I enjoyed talking with you before. I'm going to get on with the haircut. Wish me luck. Now you can set this. It's got 4 settings. Well, I think the first one's for 3mm. That's a bit close. The second one is for 6mm. Maybe I'll give that a try and see how it goes. You're watching a first here, Brittany. I used to go to the hairdressers all the time, and I'm sorry I turned my back on you fellow YouTubers, but and it used to cost me about $15. All I get was a number 6 comb put through my hair. So my wife decided to buy me this unit for a Christmas present, and I've used it before and it's good, but I'm doing this haircut blindfolded virtually because I haven't got a mirror. Wish me luck. Well, it's certainly taken some hair out. I hope I haven't done it too short. I don't know. On Skype, that would be lovely. Brittany, I would love to talk to you on Skype. You've got my address there, lowercase john.hampton73. That would be terrific. I don't know how my hair's looking. How is it looking? It's looking a bit messy, isn't it? All right, Brittany, look, lovely to have you watching again, and go and do your homework. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now. Okay, YouTubers, look, you can see it's taken a fair bit of hair off. This is how it says to do it from the back to front. Boy, oh boy. I certainly hope I haven't taken it. Hello, Ryan. Ryan120, hello. Yes, I'm recording a YouTube video, Ryan. And I just thought I'd do something different. I go live on YouNow, and I record a video. As you can see, the camera set up in the background. This is a Christmas present my wife gave me. It's a crew cut by Vidal Sassoon. And I'm giving myself a haircut online. And also I'm going to upload the video to YouTube. I will edit it, of course. Good. I don't know how much I've cut off. It's looking a bit untidy at the moment. It certainly is. Hello behind the scenes. Holly. One of my favourite viewers. How are you going, Holly? I hope you're doing well. Yes. Excuse me, I either turn my back to the camera or I turn my back to the... yeah. I'm doing a... I'm recording a YouTube video, Holly, about this present my wife bought me. A Christmas present my wife bought me. Thank you, I will take my time. When I was younger, I couldn't have it long enough. Well, it doesn't feel too bad. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. Hey, that's not bad at all. Thank you, Holly. I think that did a pretty good job, considering I didn't have a mirror. Laughing out loud, Ryan. Yeah. Well, that turned out right now. I'll turn my back on my YouTube viewers, but I'll edit the video anyhow. So, there you have it, fellow YouTubers. I tell you, it's a terrific little unit. I'd recommend it to anyone. As I said, it's got 4 settings on it. The first one is for 3mm, the second I think is for 6, the third is for 9, and the fourth is for 12 to 16mm, I think. But look, I can recommend this to anyone, to any man out there, or maybe even any woman. It really is a terrific little unit, and it'll save you a fortune going to the hairdresser or the barber. Yeah, Bedell Sassoon, the crew cut. Oh, I've got to give it 2 thumbs up. I thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now. Wow. Oh, right, that's done. God. Look at the hair I took off. Where is it? Oh, it's a great little unit. But this is just something different. I just wanted to do, so it's only going to be a very short broadcast. I won't use the trimmer. It is, oh, thank you, Holly. Yeah, I think it is a cool idea too. I just have to get some views. It has got a trimmer too. I don't know if I... No, I can't. It's going to be awkward. I haven't got my glasses on. Maybe I better do that with a mirror. Yes, I got onto your Pinterest page, Holly, and I read your reply. I understand completely. Cool. And I will say nothing more about that. And also assume, because with this little gadget here, that you can... Bruno S became a fan. Thank you, Bruno S. I will return the favour. I assume you can run it through your hair as well. But geez, I'm quite happy with that. I am quite happy with that. If you wait, I can tell you my story over on there. Okay. I assume you haven't got Skype, because I would love to talk to you one-on-one on Skype. I left you my Skype address if you have access to Skype, because I really love to talk to you one-on-one. So I will leave it at that. And it's always great to have you watching. Davo the Wise is watching. Hello, Davo the Wise. Yes, this is the first. I don't know if anyone's ever done this before. Actually made recorded a YouTube video and done it live via YouNow. But that's what I'm like. You know, I'm a... it was on cam today. What was on cam today, Ryan? Oof, hair everywhere. Oh, geez. Yes. So anyhow, you'll be able to watch the video when I upload it. Oh, you were on cam today. I'm sorry I missed you. You see, it's the time difference. So much time difference. What's it? Brittany, who goes under the name of Minnie Mittenland, she lives on the west coast of the United States, and there's actually 19 hours difference between there and New South Wales in Australia. Where my friend George, who lives in Virginia, there is a 16-hour time difference. Time differences. It's hard to... you're in your room. Well, I'm sorry I missed you, but I will do my best. Okay, Holly, that'd be great. I'd love to know where you're coming from. I'm really interested in you. I'd really like to know how you're going. But I'm not going to say any more about that. I just like to keep in contact with you, and I like to make contact with all the people who watch my broadcast. Geez, that, you know what? I'm really happy with that haircut. I know there's a little bit over the other side. Oh, space. Andrea Strickland is here. Hello, Andrea Strickland. I think I was watching one of you. Yeah, I was watching you earlier. I think it was you. I'm not sure. BAE. What does that mean? Oh, BAE. Okay. Jeez. Whew. Yes. Well, won't it be interesting to see how this goes? I think I've turned the camera off. I better check it. I'm very forgetful these days. Right, I better turn it off, otherwise the battery will go flat. Yeah. Oh, good grief. Oh. Yes, well, that is a terrific little unit. So for all you guys and gals out there, if you keep your hair short, this is terrific. This is the Vidal Sassoon, the crew cut, and I got it from the local shaver shop. Yeah. I'm really pleased my wife bought that for Christmas for me. Yeah. Oh, it's got a little brush too. It usually comes with this and the trimmer and the comb and the scissors and where's the oil here somewhere, and the carry bag and come on, don't stick on me, the zipper's stuck. What did I do with it? Oh, the oil. Yeah, it came with a little thing of oil that you oil the cutters with, but I bought a bigger one just in case. Only cost $3, I think. But it's a great unit. I'd recommend it to anyone. It's a terrific unit. So when I go bush, I can take this and cut my hair. Isn't modern technology a wonderful thing? I love it. Oh, that's right. They're my reading glasses. It was an awesome present. Holly, yes. I bought my wife one of those scroll. It's for getting the skin off your heels and that, plus a thing for her fingernails as well for Christmas. Yeah. Oh, I should have worn a towel or something. Oh, good grief. Yeah. See, we don't normally buy Christmas presents for each other because we normally buy little knickknacks for each other through the year. And if I see something my wife likes, wants, I think she'll want, I'll buy it for her, and she does the same for me. Sometimes it might only be a chocolate. I like chocolate, milk chocolate, or something like that. Look, I've got a light on over here. I'm going to turn it off because I can feel the heat of it. And I'm going to put my fan back on because it's very humid. Oh, yeah. Yes, Holly, it's no, it's not really hot. It's 27 degrees centigrade, which is 54, 40. It's about 79 Fahrenheit, but the humidity's way up. And I think that's what played up with me last night. I did a live broadcast late last night. I talked for a bit over an hour or so, and I had an emphysemic attack. Found it very hard to breathe because the humidity was right up. But I'm over it now. These things happen. Yes, it gets on my nerves too, Holly, I can tell you. I hate the humidity. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I hope I've got everything. I can put my hearing aids back in now. I'm really happy with that. I know there's a little bit sticking up, and maybe because it'll settle down when I wash my hair. But I only did a quick job, and it did all right. Yeah, I'm really impressed. I've got to find out which ear it goes in. Oh dear. This is probably wasting YouNow streaming time, isn't it? Oh. Wow, something I can hear. Yeah, I said this before, that the only reason I got the hearing aids was because my wife was sick and tired of yelling at me so I could hear her. So I thought, well, I better keep my dearly beloved happy, and I went and got the hearing aids, and they have made a tremendous difference. And now I've got to tell her, can you lower your voice about 20 or 30 octaves, please? I've got my hearing aids in, I can hear you. And she laughs. Yeah. But I can understand how irritating that must have been for her. Thank you, Holly. I tried. Because, but we've been married nearly 42 years. And we're the best of mates. We were soulmates to begin with. I'm very fortunate. Alan F1 is watching. Sounds like a racing fan. Alan F1. Hello, Alan F1. Thank you very much. That will be on June 15th. That's our anniversary date. Just time's gone so quickly, Holly. And folks watching, I can tell you, can't believe we've married nearly 42 years and we've got 2 adult boys. One's 31 and one will be 34 this year. Oh, excuse me. I can't understand how quickly the time goes. It just seems to have flown by. But when I was a kid, it wouldn't go quick enough. Especially when I was at school. I didn't like school. No, I hated school. And time seemed to drag by. I remember often sitting in, when I was in primary school, I could sit like this and look out the windows rather than listen to what the teacher was talking about. And sometimes I get into trouble for that. See, in those days you get the cane. Yeah. Corporal punishment. And yeah, I often fell foul of the cane. And when I started high school, that was a bit better. High school was a little bit better, but I still didn't like school. In fact, I had a very good friend at the time, and we used to wag school a lot. Because we both had push bikes, bicycles, and we just wag school and pedal off out into the bush. We got very good at forging notes. You had to bring a note while you were away. And we got very good at forging our parents' signatures. It was naughty of us, I know. But yeah, once I learned to read and write, that's basically all I wanted to learn, because I'm virtually self-taught. I learnt more since I left school than I ever learned in school. Yeah, I've always been interested in history and weapons and warfare, but the two combined. I'm not going to talk about firearms. It's just that because I've got a profound interest in weapons and warfare, I found more about history, because history is full of conflict, very full of conflict. And if you read about weapons and warfare, you'll learn about history. No, I'm not going to talk about firearms anymore. I'm just saying that's how I became reasonably knowledgeable about history. And because we've only got a very short history in Australia. We were only settled here in 1788. In fact, we had Australia Day on the 26th of this month, which was 2 days ago. In 1788, Captain James Cook landed in Botany Bay in the First Fleet. So we are only a very young country. Unlike Great Britain and Europe, they're very old countries. Great Britain's got a history going back many thousands of years. So we are only infants here in Australia. But 1888, 1788 to 2016, what's that? 228 years. Only 228 years. There are buildings 3 or 4 times that age still standing over in Great Britain and Europe. Yeah. And even America, compared to Europe and England, your history is very short, but it's a longer history than we have here in Australia. Mm. Oh, I should have put something on, I really should have. I'm a silly, aren't I? Oh no, I'm nearly out of tea again. It's sort of my hallmark, isn't it, to be sipping tea when I'm chatting. You're a very wise man, thank you, Holly. If only I could remember. I have a problem with my memory at times. Older than me, that's true, yes. It's amazing, isn't it? You know. But Australia, well, Australia is my home country, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I love Australia, and I love the Australian bush. But I've been through that before, I'm not going to go through it again. Good grief. Pardon me. That's because of my emphysema, that cough. So I apologise. I'll post some more pictures, actually. I did so with a blue-tongued lizard who was a resident in our backyard, and a few people liked it. Kangaroos and koala. Yes, well, we have koala here in around Coffs Harbour. The golf course not very far from here, and there's koalas there in the back 9. Don't see any kangaroos here, but don't have to go very far out of Coffs Harbour to the west, and you will see kangaroos. You've got to be very careful driving the roads anywhere in Australia, except in the cities, at night, because we have probably as many kangaroos as we have people. We only have a population of 23 million here in Australia, and I think the population in the United States is 330 million or something, and I know it's about 65 million in Great Britain. But you know, you could fit Great Britain twice into New South Wales. Just one state, New South Wales, is true. So Great Britain must be very crowded, although when you watch some of the English television shows like Midsummer Murders, which I used to really enjoy, there's a lot of country, so it must be very crowded in the towns and cities. And it's not very long either. I think it only goes for about 400 miles from south to north, and I'm not sure what it is, 150 miles from east to west. So you could easily fit it in New South Wales twice. And New South Wales is very empty. The greater majority of the population live on the coast, about 80% plus, 100 miles within the coast. And when you get out into the bush, it can be very isolated, and I love it. I love the isolation. And some of the properties there are bigger than small towns. Oh yeah. 40, 50,000 hectares, which is something like 120,000 acres. That's a lot of land, isn't it? That's a big backyard. But you need it out there because the land's not that good. You know, in good property you can graze 1 sheep per acre, per half acre even. But out there you need about 10 acres per sheep, and probably about 20 acres per head of cattle. So you need a big property, you need a lot of land. But I'll post some more photos. Ali Silver is watching. Hello, Ali Silver. Thank you for watching. You'll be able to see what this, I don't know if you watch YouTube or not, Ali Silver, but I have a YouTube channel, and I'm always uploading videos, and I just recorded a video. This is a first for me, and it may be the first for anyone to have done this. While I was broadcasting live on YouNow, I recorded a YouTube video. And yeah, it really excites me because I like to try new things. I'm always trying new things. Thank you, Holly. Yeah, I don't know if you subscribe to my channel or not, Holly. I picked up 2 new subscribers in the last couple of days. But I would appreciate if people would pop on over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. It may not be your cup of tea with the sort of things I upload. A lot of it's got to do with comedy, and oh, that's what we talked about that before, didn't we, Holly? I suggested you start a YouTube channel. Is that correct? And I said I'd give you all the help you needed. It doesn't take much to start up a YouTube channel. It's easy to start up a YouTube channel. Yeah, it was. Well, all you do is just Google start YouTube channel, and YouTube has got all these wonderful, easy to follow tutorials. It's easy to set up a channel. Oh, gee, that tea's good. So I would suggest to all you young folk out there, and young folk is anyone who's 50 years or under. No, I'm only joking. Hmm. Why would it be awkward for you, Ollie? Do you have a laptop, or do you just use an iPhone or an iPad? I think you can still do it on an iPad. Lily is watching. Hello, Lily. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could do all that. But I have an iPad, and you know what? I'm an awkward person. So am I, Holly. I'm all thumbs. It's true. But I usually don't say this because I think it's patronising, but if I can do it, an intelligent young woman like you could do it standing on your head. You'd have more knowledge of information and technology than I would guarantee you, as most of you young people would be who watch. No, you're welcome, because it's true. You know, my two boys are very much in information and technology, and usually if you had a trouble, our oldest boy who lives here in Coffs Harbour, when he popped over, say, "Hey, Derek, can you come and give me a hand here?" Or his mum would say the same thing. But I'm starting to learn how to fix my own problems, but it's a slow process, very slow indeed. But no, starting up a YouTube channel is easy and it's free. It doesn't cost you 1 penny or a cent. Well, I've been blabbing on again for 27 minutes, and I wasn't intending to blab on for so long, but I'm a bit of a talker, and the only trouble bothering me at the moment is because I love doing these broadcasts so much, I'm trying to think of what I can talk about without going over ground that has already been well tread. I don't know. I picked up, where are we? Go down. I picked up, oh, it doesn't say. I forget how many fans I got. I picked up 25 fans or so in 7 days, so that's not too bad for an old bloke, is it? We're about to go to bed. Okay, Holly. Have a good night's sleep, sweet dreams, and always a pleasure to have you watching. Good night, my young friend. Yes. Thank you. I hope so. I hope it's going to be awesome. I'll just have to get the old grey matter working to think what I can talk about. But I'm sure I'll come up with something. Yeah, I'm sure. But I'm going to have to go now. It's nearly 4:30 here in the afternoon, and this was only going to be a very short video. And I'm going to go and edit this video, and I will then think about uploading it to YouTube. I'll send you that tomorrow sometime. Okay. Thank you. Bye, Holly. If you can hear something squawking, we have some young peewees, or mudlarks as they're called. The parent birds build a mud nest up high in the trees in our backyard. That's why they're called mudlarks, but we call them peewees here in Australia. And actually I had one of their nests fall on my head in a very short video I uploaded. It was called Hit in the Head by a Mud Bird Nest. I thought it'd get stacks of views, but it didn't. Go figure. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I am very pleased with that haircut. Now I think I'll have to go and have a shower and get all this hair out. But I won't need to go back to the hairdressers anymore. So to Lily, who probably didn't come in when I was doing my hair, I would just like to show Lily what my wife bought me for a Christmas present. It's one of these Vidal Sassoon, the crew cut. And I just recorded a video for YouTube giving a review, and it's a great thing. So Lily, if you have short hair, or if you have a brother who has short hair, or a boyfriend who has short hair, I highly recommend the Vidal Sassoon, the crew cut, which is available at shaver shops. I think you have shaver shops in America. I'm damn sure you would. Anyway, maybe you can see the video. Maybe a crazy video like that might go viral. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Gee, that'd be wonderful. I'd be doing backflips and handstands. Wouldn't be good for my back. But no, I'm only figuratively speaking. Yeah, I'm going to say hooroo for now. That means goodbye in Aussie. You might get confused with some of the slang I use, but I did upload a video explaining some of the most common used slang terms here in Australia. So you can check that out if you want to pop over to my YouTube channel. It's just John Hampton, the man from Oz YouTube. Pop over anytime you like. And if you subscribe, I'd be very thankful. I'm very close to getting 100 subscribers. And that will be a major milestone. I need 7 more subscribers. Charles L is watching. Hello, Charles L. How are you? I hope you are well. And Charles L, I'm afraid I am going to... Dustin D is watching. Hello, Dustin D. Well, unfortunately, the 2 new watchers... yes, hello, Dustin D. I'm going to call it quits because this was only going to be a short video. I've been on for 31 minutes. I've recorded my YouTube video. That's what I was doing, Dustin and Charles. Thank you, Charles. I will return the favour. I promise. And yes, I decided to make a YouTube video. And Dustin D, I will return the favour to you. Dustin D, I promise. And I always keep my promise. I'm a man of my word. So I'm going to say uru, which is goodbye for now. And I'm going to have a look at this video. I hope it turned out all right. And I will edit, and I will then think about uploading to YouTube, although I've got hair on my nose. I may keep it to myself. But I might be live again tonight. It'll be around 10:30 my time. But that, if it's 10 o'clock tonight, that'd be probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon in, say, mid-United States. I think that's right. 10, 6, yeah, 4 in the afternoon. I think that's right. Something like that. Anyhow, I don't know. Ellie Beer is watching. Hello, Ellie Beer. This time difference really confuses me. It really does. Well, Ellie Beer, the Forgotten Ones here. Hello, Forgotten Ones. Yes. Hello. How are you? I became a fan of yours because you fanned me, and I always... Hey, John. Yes. How are you? I did fan you because, you know, as I said, I've got... you can ask any question you like. I'm an open book. Official Castaigne. Go for your life. You ask me whatever you like. Dustin D subscribe. Thank you, Dustin D. Thank you very much. That'd be 94. 6 to go. Have you been to New Mexico? No, I've never left the shores of Australia. Never wanted to. Well, yeah, I have wanted to go overseas. I wanted to go to America and Great Britain, but now it's too late because I'm emphysema. I can't fly. My afternoon, the Forgotten Ones, has been pretty good. It's very sticky here, but it's very humid. Yes. Yes, Forgotten Ones. Now I know that you are in the armed services, and I have great respect for anyone in the armed services. And you are on the bomb disposal, if I remember correctly. Yes. Now, who was it? For Official Castaigne, can I ask you a question? Yes, as I said, you can ask me. Anyone can ask me anything they like. Yes, EOD. That's it. Yes. I salute you, and I'm not joking. I salute you, I do. Do you ever feel like you don't belong in the... Absolutely. I always thought I'd been born in the wrong time. The kids are mean to you at school, and your parents is... Oh, how tragic. But yes, that is very tragic. So what do you do? What do you mean, get bullied at school? And what do you mean your parents disowned you? Are you staying with another relative or something? Thank you, Official Castaigne. Becoming a fan, I will return the favour. Well, that's very sad to hear. But yes, especially when I was a kid, I felt like didn't belong in this world. I was the odd one out because I was a fat boy. Yeah, I'd have a fat boy. You're staying with your grandma. Is that better for you? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yes. As I was saying, yes, I was a fat kid, and fat kids were always the bane of bullying and or targets for bullying and abuse. But I learnt to fight back, so that changed things a bit. But yes, I never felt I belonged there. I thought I should have been born another time. I don't know when. Once thought that I'd like to be back in the gladiator times, the Roman times, but then later on I thought I'd like to be back in the old Western times, or early Australian times. But now I'm just glad to be alive and alive in this time. Did you? If you wanted to be in the military, why would anyone pick on you for that? How did I overcome it? I sort of became a loner. And I started doing things that I wanted to do. When I was a kid, I had a paper run, or a paper route. I used to sell newspapers, peddle around the neighbourhood selling newspapers. So I started doing a little bit of pocket money. And with the pocket money, I started to buy comics. And I could lose myself to the fantasy of the comics. And I've always been an avid reader. And I didn't have a lot of books available to me, but what books I did, I would read, and I would lose myself. And I started to have I found I had a good imagination for things, so I could, I just found the company of one, me, myself, was all I needed. And that's how it became as I grew older. I've always been a bit of a loner, and I do prefer the company of myself, which is why I can go bush for 3 months and be by myself, because I love it. Of course they think different of you. Yeah, they're a bunch of pussies. They wouldn't do the same things themselves. I don't know how anyone could criticise any man or woman who wanted to join the military or the police. No. Thank God we have both, because without the military and the police, this world would be in total chaos. It'd be an Orwellian reality. It'd be 1984. That's a book written by George Orwell. You should read it sometime. It's an interesting read. Trevor 23, fan me please. I will fan you, I promise. Absolutely. Yes. Official Castaigne invited 44 fans to this broadcast. Well, maybe I better stick around if official Castaigne hasn't. You have good comradeship in the army, in the armed forces, for sure, because you all have a common interest. You're part of the same units. You are one with each other. That's good. I think it'd do well for some of these young smart alecks these days, these who have no respect for the law or respect for anyone at all, to do some service. And maybe they should bring back national service, where it's mandatory for them to do a year in the armed service. Not to be deployed overseas, but to learn some discipline and respect. Because there are those out there who have no respect whatsoever for anyone but themselves. And I don't even know if they respect themselves. I truly don't. I just don't understand their attitudes. They think that the world owes them a living. The world owes them absolutely nothing. If you want something, you go and get it. We've got a lot of unemployed young people here in Australia, but they find it far too easy to sit on their backsides and get the dole rather than go look for a job. MGC Punk Colours became a fan. Delta Squadron, my buddy is a squad leader. There you go. Isn't that great? That was just a noise from my email. I'm not going to be rude enough to check it. I won't do that. Wouldn't do that one. Yes, some young people today, their blood's not worth bottling. They wouldn't work in an iron lung. Now, we've got, it's in the minority, way in the minority. I'm in Charlie's squad. Okay, I'll remember this. I forgot. What is your Christian name, please? Would you be kind enough to tell me your Christian name? And don't tell me it's Charlie. I'm only joking. Austin. Hello, Austin. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Well, I wish you all the best in your deployment, and I hope it all goes well for you and for all your buddies. Yeah, I really do. And my thoughts are with you. My thoughts are all with the men and women in the military, and as they are with the police force. But yes, I think it would do a world of good for some of these upstarts to do compulsory national service for 12 months. I just don't understand what they find in destroying people's property, breaking into people's homes, bashing up old people, just to steal a few dollars. And it's a bit rife here in Australia, and I imagine it would be the same all over the world. You've got these idiots, these mindless aberrations, wandering the streets causing damage, and they think it's funny. No, there's nothing funny about it all, because the damage they do is not paid by them, but it's paid by us. You carry the M240 Nord light machine gun. Wow. What calibre is that? Is that 223? Or is it 7.62? I've got a 7.62. Well, my 243 is actually 7.62, neck down to 243. Winchester did that in 1956. They took the 7.62 NATO cartridge and necked it down to 243 or 6mm. And I've had my 243 since 1965, and that was a year before decimal currency came into Australia. Decimal currency came into Australia in 1966. Valentine's Day, actually. 14th of February, and yes, 100-round belt. It'll be a bit of weight in that too, plus the machine gun itself. You'd have to be a husky young fella. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've had my 243 now for 65. That's 35, 51 years. Wow, 51 years, and I bought it. It cost me £47 10 shillings. That's equal to $95 in today's money, $95. And it was an English made. MGC Punker invited 1,244 fans to this broadcast. Wow. Holy smoke. Yes, Austin, yes, it's my favourite calibre. It's a flat shooting calibre. I used to do a lot of sniping when I was younger, when I was steady. But now I'm a little bit shaky. And I tend to don't do much hunting these days. I will knock over the occasional feral pig, or if there's a problem with foxes on the property I'm on. But you own 3, but I own 13 rifles altogether, or 12 rifles and a shotgun. You know, thank you for not calling them guns. I hate it when people call rifles guns, because they're not guns. A handgun is a gun. Ice Queen 7 invite 759 fans. Yeah, I mean, a gun is a handgun or a shotgun, but a rifle is a rifle is a rifle. Would you not agree, Austin? It really bugged me when people call them guns. Ice Queen, thank you for all the hearts. Yeah, oh well, I better stop talking about rifles and guns. You would agree? Yeah, thank you, Austin. Yeah. Yes, as I said, I should stop talking about rifles and guns, but no, I've got 12 rifles and 1 shotgun, and they're all registered. See, in Australia, they all have to be registered, and all owners of firearms have to have a shooter's license. We got very, very tough. Yes, Ice Queen agrees. A rifle is a rifle. Absolutely, it is. But how many people call them guns? I hate it. I hate it. I hate people calling a rifle a gun. A shotgun is a shotgun, I agree, Ice Queen. Absolutely. And a handgun is a gun. But a rifle is a rifle is a rifle. Yes, a handgun. Yeah. So we have very tough laws here in Australia, very tough gun laws. Yeah, but we are allowed to own firearms. Some Americans think that we're not allowed to own firearms at all, but we are. But we have very strict rules and regulations. I have to keep my rifles in a metal cabinet over here under lock and key, and I have to keep the ammunition in a separate metal cabinet behind me under lock and key. That's part of the regulation. And every 2 or 3 years, the local police from every town and city in Australia go and visit all firearm owners. Oh, I nearly said it myself. And they check to make sure you haven't sold them illegally. You know how to use a handgun, do you, Ice Cream? Yeah, I would love to be able to own a handgun. Oh, right. We can't own. The only way you can own a handgun here in Australia is if you become a member of the pistol club. Otherwise, you can't. You can't, like in America, go into a, well, I've got to say, gun shop and buy a handgun. You can't. No way in the world. No. You have to become a member of a pistol club, and for the first year or two, the firearm or the handgun you buy has to be left in the pistol club armoury. And it's only after a year or two are you allowed to take it home, but then it has to be kept in a safe under lock and key. I got my... You keep a loaded shotgun around, do you, Austin? I've got a friend who I talk... I'm not going to go into that. No, I'm not going to... Because I tried to advise him against doing that, and he thought I was having a go at him, but I was being very serious. But I'm not going to go into that, because he watches these, and he will go blah, 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 like he went on before about it. No, it's... Yes. But I would dearly love to be able to legally own a handgun. I'm firm in the opinion that we should all, those who are legally responsible and psychiatric, have been tested and honest, law-abiding citizens, should be able to pack sidearms. Yeah, I think we should all be packing. Yeah, I think we should all be packing. I think it would make a tremendous difference with the crime rate here in Australia. But it's never going to happen. It is just a fantasy. Well, I think that's all I will talk about firearms for now, firearms and guns. But it is one of my pet subjects. You do carry Ice Cream, do you really? You are legally allowed to carry? Because there are states in America where you can legally carry a handgun, can't you? I know my friend in Virginia says you can. In Virginia? Yes, sir. Well, that's great. I just wish we could do the same thing here. Yeah, my word. But no. It all happened because of a psychopath by the name of Martin Bryant, and here I am. I'm going to ramble on about this because it really gets in my craw. He went and massacred 35 people at Port Arthur in Hobart in 1996, and because of that there was a big outcry, and it was a major news story, and all the anti-gun lobby and everything got on there and called for tighter gun laws. And what does this pisshead of a government at the time do? Yes, they listened to all these people and they introduced all these new tough gun laws. They banned semi-automatic weapons, they banned pump-action shotguns and military weapons, and they spent $600 million on a buyback program which could have been spent on something else. And I'll never forgive the people responsible for that, and one of them was a broadcaster by the name of Ray Martin. Yeah, thanks to him. Yeah, he was one of the big instigators of this. I could let fly with a string of invectives about that man because, well, I hate him. And I don't think there would be a firearm owner in Australia who would disagree. Oh, well, yes, Austin, you would have firearm inspections on base. Yeah. Be a part of the safety protocol and to make sure you keep your weapons clean, I would imagine. Yes. I'm sorry I ranted on about that, but That's what happened. That's why the gun laws were introduced here in 1996. It was a sad day for all firearm owners, I can tell you. A very sad day indeed. But it will never happen in America because it's part of your constitution. Your constitution. Hello. Hey, I-T-Z Katie. Hello. Hey, I-T-Z Katie. Hello. Yes. Well, I've had my say about firearms. Don't get me talking about them, about the regulations and that. You know, if we don't have a shooter's license, you can't buy ammunition. Oh, here I go again. You can't buy ammunition, you can't buy reloading components, because I reload for the 243, I reload for the shotgun, I reload for a 310 Martini rifle I have, and I cast lead bullets. But you can't buy any of that stuff if you haven't got a shooter's license. Get dropped and do push-ups. No, I'm not laughing at you. Yeah, I change of subject if you like. Okay, Ice Queen, I agree. Yes. Yeah, I'm just too passionate about my firearms. That's the trouble. And once someone mentions firearms or guns, I get carried away. Yes. I apologise for that. I know a lot of people aren't interested in firearms, but there are a lot of people who are. Yeah, and if you, I got to stop. Got to stop talking about firearms. I have to take my mind off it. I better put the. See, this is how forgetful I am. This is the charger for the crew cut unit. There it is. There for all the newcomers. The Fidel Sassoon. The crew cut, which my wife bought for me for a Christmas present, and I just cut my hair with it live, and I'm recorded it for YouTube. And it's a terrific unit. I would highly recommend it to anyone. And I tell you what, Austin, all the fellas and the girls, I know a lot of the women have short hair in the armed forces. These things are great, but you probably get free haircuts anyhow. I don't know, but these things are great. If I had the money, I would send one of these. To all personnel in the armed forces here in Australia as a gift. If I was a multi-millionaire, I'd send one of these to each of them as a gift because they're fantastic. I can highly recommend them, Ice Queen 7. They are a fantastic little unit. This one's got a built-in battery, and you get a little side cutter thing with it too. This one battery operated. Yes. 2 AA's, and this one's got a built-in lithium-ion battery, and it takes only about 20-30 minutes to charge. And it's got 4 settings on. You can have a really close cut, like I just did on live, and it works a treat. It's terrific little unit. I will not be going to the hairdresser ever again. Yeah, fantastic. So I will be uploading a video about it. Both thumbs up because, wow, it's a great unit. Yeah, right. I got hair all over me from it, I can tell you. For your fiance. Okay, fair enough. Make a great present. It would. It would make a great present. But you know, men are not the only ones who have the hair short, because you can set this to cut about so much, 15, where am I? About 15, 16 millimetres. But for men who like their hair short like I do, they're great. They are terrific. I did buy something for, well, I originally bought it for myself to do my toenails. No, you won't have to cut his hair. He'll be able to do it himself. Yeah. So it doesn't, I forgot what I was going to say now. It's not important. It's not important. My glasses are filthy. No wonder, I thought I was going blind. Yeah, this is my second broadcast today. I did one earlier. And I came on, what did I come on to? Kelly. I'm just wondering, Austin, when you go overseas, what do you do about your hair? I mean, does a barber go over there? Do you have to cut your own hair? Yeah, these live broadcasts are great. I just love to see the interaction. I do. It's terrific. It gives you an opportunity for people to get together, and I think that's great. That's the one great thing about modern technology. Yeah. I just wish I'd had this sort of technology when I was a kid. Well, I think I'd be a billionaire by now. But I'm not even a millionaire. Not even close to it. But I'm comfortable. I'm not going to complain about money. No, my wife and I are comfortable. It's always nice to have a little bit of money so you can buy the things you want when you see them. As I said to my wife, she recently spent a considerable amount of money on a gold necklace and a gold bracelet. And I said to her, my darling, you've worked hard all your life, and who cares, it costs X amount of dollars, you buy it, because you deserve it. She deserved them both, so she bought them. A beautiful, beautiful gold necklace and bracelet. I'm not going to say how much they cost, because it doesn't matter. It's not important. Because it made her happy, and she deserved to be happy. She deserved to have them. Oh dear. Geez, it's getting very humid here. And the temperature hasn't dropped either. It's nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to have to call it quits because I want to get this video done. And I'm going to say uru, goodbye. That's Aussie for goodbye. No, you can't, Ice Queen. That is true. My wife and I were soulmates before we got married. Goodbye, Austin. Austin, if I don't see you again on any broadcast, I wish you all the best for you and your buddies when you are deployed overseas. Stay safe. Please stay safe. And it's always great to have you looking on one of my broadcasts. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. No, Ice Queen, you cannot put a price on true love because, as I said, my wife and I were soulmates before when we first met, and that was 40. That's very true, Ice Queen. So long. Uru. Yeah. Yes, I met my wife to be at a 21st birthday party in 1970, and we got engaged a couple of years later, and we got married in 1974. And yeah, so I was a very fortunate man to meet my soulmate. I had a couple of girlfriends before. But no, they just didn't feel right, if you know what I mean. But when I met my wife-to-be, we just clicked. Maybe our auras met. We do have an aura. Yeah. What is it? Carillion photography shows our aura. Yeah. We all have auras, and we can attract or we can oppose each other. You know how sometimes you can get a bad feeling about someone? And sometimes the exact opposite. Yeah, I don't know if it's a psychic ability we all possess, but I feel the same way when I walk into some houses. They just don't feel right. I don't want to be here. I've even been to small towns where I've got the same feeling, or I've pulled up on the side of the road to boil a billy to make a cup of tea, and it just doesn't feel right. Oh, I'll pack up and move on. No, it's a weird sensation. You've probably all experienced the same thing. And yeah, if a place doesn't feel right to me, I get out of it quick smart. Yeah, Ice Queen knows exactly what I'm talking about, and I think most people would. It's a sort of a sixth sense. Like when someone's staring at you from behind your back. You can feel it. You can feel someone's eyes are on you. The only problem is that sometimes you get that feeling and you turn around and no one's there. A gut feeling. Yeah, I've wished I'd listened to a lot of my gut feelings in the past, Ice Queen, because I sure made some mistake by not listening to that gut feeling. Yeah, I think gut feelings are very important. Yeah, if it doesn't feel right in the gut, don't do it. I've learned that from experience. Absolutely. Yeah. God, I've been on here for an hour. Time flies. Especially when you get a lot of people watching and they're commenting and so on, and there's an interaction and you can read what's going on. I think it's great. I really do. But I'm going to have to say toodaloo because I've got to go. I really have. And I've got to do something about this hair. I have loved talking to you too, Ice Queen. Very much so. I enjoy talking to everyone. And SUCC... Yes, absolutely. Anytime. You have a good evening or a good night or a good afternoon or whatever time, whatever it is your way. Have a good one and take care. SUCC, laughing out loud, LOL John. Hello, SUCC LOL. I will have a great evening. I will, thank you. And I'm looking forward to next Sunday, to this coming Sunday. You know why? Because the X-Files is on at 8:30. A 6-episode special series. Boy, I'm looking forward to that. Man, I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big X-Files fan. I'm just really looking forward to seeing Scully and Mulder back together. Can't wait. X-Files. Yeah, X-Files. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting very dry here. Yeah, yes, Ice Queen. I really love that show. It was one of my all-time favourite television shows. I like the Supernatural too, and I do catch up on it now and then because they moved it on, and I hate it when they do that. I mean, you get so used to a show, you see it for season after season, suddenly it's gone. You think, what happened to the show? And then suddenly it's gone on to some other. It's either gone on free or air or whatever. No, I don't watch Bones, but my wife does. I've never been a big fan of Bones. But my wife watches Bones, and she watches The Good Wife, and there's a police show that stars used to be the young guy in the PI series, Magnum PI. He's the chief of police. Can't think what it's called, but she loves that show. She watches it all the time. Me, I watch replays of the X-Files. I watch NCIS. I like NCIS. There's not really a lot of TV shows that I do watch these days. I do watch MKR, which is My Kitchen Rules. Don't know why I like that show, but I do. So many cooking shows on, but yeah, I don't know what it is about it. I like the two hosts here. NCIS, yeah, NCIS is a good show. Yeah. It's the #1 show in the world, and it's been going for so long. And I hear that young fella that is there is going to leave. I can't think what he is, what his name is in the show. Ryan 120 is here. Hello, Ryan 120. I don't know why anyone would want to leave such a successful show. I mean, you're getting a regular pay packet. It must be a good pay packet too. Why would you want to leave? You know, I really enjoy Chicago Fire. I'm not familiar with that. What? Is it Abby? Abby's the young woman. I think she's cool. Abby in NCIS. Yeah, I think she's really cool. I like her a lot. I see she's been on the Talk, the Talk show. Yeah, and yeah, I really like. And of course David McCallum. Yeah, David McCallum was once in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I really like that show. That's going back a long time ago. That's going back to the late 60s. But David McCallum and Robert Bourne, Ilya Kuryakin and Napoleon Solo. Yeah, I really enjoyed The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And he's in that, and of course, and the others in it are great too. It's a good show. I'm fine, thank you. I've just given myself a haircut, and I'm very happy with it. And I did it with a device that will be shown. Well, you can watch this replay actually. But I also recorded a video. You can see the camera behind here. I just recorded a YouTube video. This is a first. I went live and I recorded a YouTube video. Maybe it's a first. I would be wonderful if it went viral. My wife, I can tell you right now, Ice Queen, will be in her office, and she's doing something with the family tree. So she's been doing the family tree for the past 25 years. She's dedicated to it. She's on Ancestry.com, and because there's always things to add. You know, her mum and dad passed away in the last few years. First a father, then a mother, and so on. But that's what she'd be doing. Or she might be watching an episode of that police series that I'm trying to think of that stars that guy Magnum P.I. that was on a long, long time ago, and I can't think of his name, but he plays the police commissioner, and she really likes it, so she's probably watching replays of that. Or she might be watching another show. Did you find it really involved? It's not as easy as it's made out to be with those Ancestry.com advertisements. No way. No, my wife, before that Ancestry.com one, she used to go all over the place, all the libraries and go into the microfiles and that. Are you really? Well, that's very interesting. How far do you go back? Now that would be interesting to find out. Native American mostly. Maybe you had relatives who fought a Little Bighorn. What was that? 1876. To Sitting Bull. Wow. Oh, I know all about Sitting Bull. Yeah, he was a very famous Indian chief. Very much so. He had something to do with the Little Bighorn, did he not? If my memory serves me right. Wasn't it a massacre? Well, I think they deserved it. For what they did to the native people of America. Yeah. But, 1876 I think it is. A Little Bighorn. My mind's full of numbers. You know, I know the Alamo was in 1836, and I know that 40 years later on Blackfoot and Cherokee. I've heard of both. Yeah. That must be fascinating. That must be truly fascinating. Are you on Ancestry.com by chance? Yes. Yeah. It's but it's not as easy as they make it out to be, is it, Ice Queen? They advertise and say it's so easy. Just go on here and you'll find out all about this in no time at all. It took my wife a long time to track down records, and sometimes she'd often run into dead ends. Yeah, no, it's not. She'd go on for weeks, even months, and suddenly she'd come to a dead end, and that was it. Couldn't find out any information. And then she got into some friends she made friends in Great Britain, and she would talk to them by email, and they would send information, because my mother, her family came from England. So there's a bit of a history there. But yeah. It's not my cup of tea, but she's very involved with the family tree. And she's got masses of lever arch files. They're all over the place, full of paper. Wow. Well, it's actually been a lifelong ambition. I thought it was going to initially be just a sort of a anthology, you know? Just an anthology, a brief anthology, but no. There'd be a pile this high of stuff. Wow, a lot of information. Look, I got to go. I really have to go. It's after 5, and I'll go up and see what my dearly beloved is doing. But I almost bet you she's at the computer. See, I have my shared office. I'm sitting at a desk here. I've got my laptop here. I've got everything I need down here. and she's got her office in the house, and that's where she goes. So we usually watch the news together, have dinner together, and then we go our separate ways. I come back down here to my shared office, and she goes to her office, and she does what she does, and I do what I do. And you can do that, you know, when you've been married as long as we have. Yes, that is a problem, Ice Queen. It's the spelling in the names as well. And it's so complicated. It can get so complicated at times. And it depends, you say Irish, it depends on how they spell the name. And you can, you know, it's only got to be a letter or two out, and you'll go up a blind alley. That's why it's so hard. Yes. So all you folk out there, if you ever think about doing the family tree, don't you believe this baloney that it's easy when you see those Ancestry.com commercials, because it's not. It requires a lot of work and dedication. Believe you me. And my wife has got it, and I think Ice Queen must have it too. Oh, I have to go. I'm sorry. As much as I love flapping my gums, I've got to go. I have to. I really have to. But I might be back later tonight. I don't know. Thank you, Ice Queen. Thank you all. And I will catch up to all those who fanned me. I will fan them back in return, because I'm like that. I think that's only fair and just. Thank you, Ice Queen. Thank you very much. All right, well, everyone, thank you for watching. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a good evening, a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon, or whatever. And I will see you again. Bye for now. Toodaloo. Adios, muchachos. Live long and prosper. Yeah. Bye, folks.